And good morning. Welcome to Community Voice. I'm your host, Josh Engel. Today is Tuesday, January 28th, and we have the Real Theater in the studio with us today. Today we're going to be chatting about their upcoming Broadway celebration, a Disney musical review, a fundraiser supporting the Marie Yuran Endowment for Cancer Patient Supportive Care held within the Tanner Medical Foundation. Our guest this morning, we have Patrick Yuran, Artistic Director and Producer for the Real Theater. We have Deni Harling, Actor, Music Director, and Choreographer. We have Robin Hyman, Narrator, and Brandy Carroll, also Narrator. Very, very pleased to have you both in the show with us today, in the studio. I'm getting ahead of myself. This morning's program will be live streamed on our WLBB News Talk 1330 Facebook page. So if you have any questions or comments for our guest, perhaps some questions about the audition process or any dates we may cover, please feel free to throw those in the chat. Be happy to read them out to our guests. But why don't we first have our guests tell us a bit about themselves? So if we could, let's start with Deni Harling.
Hello, my name is Deni Harling. Again, I'm one of the actors and music directors and choreographers for this wonderful production I am so excited for. I'm originally from Detroit, Michigan, but I lived in Carrollton for quite some time. I am a two-time UWG graduate, music education, mass communications, and music performance. And currently, I am the private voice instructor at Pippin Music Academy and the Carrollton Center for the Arts. And also at the Center for the Arts, I serve as the youth course director.
Excellent. All right. Well, we'll throw it over to Robin. How are you doing, Robin? It's been a while since Harvey.
Well, yes, it has. It was so fun.
Very much so. Well, tell us a bit about yourself.
Well, I am a Carrollton native. I grew up, born and raised, and I was with the Carroll County Community Theater from a very young age, so involved with that. I currently work at Oak Mountain Academy, where I'm an upper school instructor in psychology as well as a school counselor. So I work alongside Patrick Yuran in that venue. And really excited to now we're a part of the Real Theater.
Excellent.
What's involved there.
Cool. Is Patrick a good boss?
Absolutely.
That's what I've heard.
Absolutely.
Awesome. All right. Well, let's throw it over to Brandy Carroll. Brandy, tell the listeners at home a bit about yourself.
Hello, Brandy, first-time caller, long-time listener. My name is Brandy Carroll, and I am from here, if anyone can't tell by my accent. I work at Janus International. I'm the benefits and payroll specialist, and I met Patrick whenever I did the auditions for Steel Magnolias. And so luckily I was able to work with him with that. And I told him, hey, Patrick, I have some time. Let me work with the Real Theater. And so he has roped me in, and I'm so excited. So
excellent. Awesome. I'm stuck trying to take my jacket off.
that's okay. I did that to begin with.
I was about to ask your help to come over here and help me get it off.
Well, Josh, I would love to, but by the time I got over there, I would trip over that chair, that cord. It would be hilarious. No one can see. That would just be a waste for everyone.
If you're just tuning in, we got the Real Theater in the studio with us today. Let's throw it back over to Patrick Yuran. Patrick, Artistic Director and, of course, Producer. Very pleased to see the Real Theater with a packed season in 2025. If you could, tell us a bit about yourself, of course, but if you tell us about the Real Theater as well.
Absolutely. So I am head of school at Oak Mountain Academy, and then my passion project is the Real Theater, which is a not-for-profit organization here in town. The Real Theater is all about connection and discovery, and it is about bringing professional theater to our local community, providing opportunities for our professional artists in our community to work, but then also allowing our folks that are here to connect with those artists and the material that we bring. We have 4 different branches of the Real Theater. The first is the guest artist series, where we bring in professionals to come in, and it's what I love about the guest artist series is that they share all about their life, their work, and how they craft, how they produce the work that they do. So that as an audience member, you have an opportunity to learn who the artist is and how they do what they do and why they do what they do. And then along that journey, you also are treated to a show. So if they're a singer, they'll perform different songs from their concerts. If they are a dancer, they'll perform and dance for you. If they're an artist, they'll showcase their work for you. We also have the adult ed program, and that is where we bring in professional artists, and what they do is they provide an opportunity, a weekend immersive experience for you to be able to join in their craft with them. And the goal is not to turn you into an actor, a singer, or a dancer, but it is you to utilize that vehicle as a medium to help enrich you in your life skills. And so, for example, I taught a master class this year in directing, and we utilized the directing as a vehicle to teach leadership. Doug came in and did a master class in acting, and utilized that master class in acting to offer tools and skills to help be a better communicator in your life, everyday life. And so,
shout out to Doug Shansel-Harry, co-artistic director,
who's hopefully watching and listening. And so that's one of the great things about the adult ed program is we utilize the arts as a vehicle to teach basic life skills, advanced life skills, and how to just be a better person in your everyday life. Then we also have a writer's workshop where we bring in people who have works that are under development, and then we provide an opportunity to showcase those works. We'll cast them with local folks, and then we'll produce them. And then we engage in conversations. And so the director, the producer, the audience, and the actors all engage in a conversation, and then our audience and our community have an opportunity to see how story is developed, how it's paired with craft, and then how we see it through different lenses as an audience. And then, of course, we have the production company where all of that comes together in wonderful different productions in unique kinds of ways. And so that's really what the Real Theater is all about. And this Disney musical review that we are launching our second season with is going to be the first magical experience that we have in 2025 with the Real Theater.
Excellent, excellent. Well, I think it would be great in the time we have before the first commercial break. Maybe we could at least let the folks at home know a bit more about the Broadway Celebration, a Disney musical review. Tell us a bit more about that.
Yep. So it is basically all of your favorite songs from some of your favorite Disney musical reviews, both some of the classic ones and some of the new ones. And what we're going to do is we have 3 amazing directors that are all within the cast, and then we also have some of our narrators who you're going to hear from throughout the course of the show today. And they're going to be casting students and community members ages 10 and up to be a part of this. And so our community members will have a chance to perform with some of our local professionals in solos and in duets and in groups and in ensembles, sing some of their favorite songs, dance in some of their favorite musical numbers, and then we're going to raise money for a really good charity and a really good cause. It is the Marie Yuran Endowment for Cancer Patient Supportive Care held within the Tanner Medical Foundation, and we'll talk more throughout the show about what we're going to do with those funds. But we're launching our season with a Disney musical review to support many folks within our local community that are impacted by cancer.
Excellent, excellent. Well, time is 8:38. We're going to go ahead and take our first commercial break. But when we come back, we'll continue our conversation with Patrick, Deni, Robin, and Brandy as we chat about the Real Theater and their upcoming production of Broadway Celebration, a Disney musical review, a fundraiser supporting the Marie Yuran Endowment for Cancer Patient Supportive Care held within the Tanner Medical Foundation. And now we'll hear from our sponsors, Oak Mountain Academy and Tanner Health System.
The World Language Scholar Journey at Oak Mountain Academy is designed to provide students with a clearly defined, curriculum-based track to acquire essential knowledge and skills for success in biliteracy fields of study. The successful completion of this journey provides colleges with a method to recognize a rigorous foreign language immersion experience for all students at Oak Mountain Academy. I'm Patrick Yuran, head of school, inviting you to journey with us on the mountain. For more information, visit us at oakmountain.us. Discover your journey at OMA. Prepare, explore, and achieve.
Consider the Mobius strip. Take a strip of paper, twist it, connect the ends. This connection forms a continuous loop. Seamless, infinite. That's how your healthcare should be too. At Tanner Health, the Mobius is our symbol and our promise, representing our continuum of care and our commitment that the services you need will be here for you always. We're not just changing healthcare, we're redefining it. See more at tanner.org.
And we're back to Community Voice. Today is Tuesday, January 28th. The time is 8:40, and I'm your guest. I'm your host, Josh Engel. We are very, very pleased. You can tell I'm really falling apart today. We're very, very pleased to have the Real Theater in the studio with us today. This morning's program is currently being live streamed on our WLBB News Talk 1330 Facebook page. So if you have any questions, comments, kudos, critiques, whatever you got, throw those in the chat, and we'd be happy to read those out to our guests. Today we are chatting about the Real Theater's upcoming auditions for Broadway Celebration, a Disney musical review. And this isn't just of course everyone loves a live performance, particularly something tied to the Mouse House, Disney, but this is a lot more than just an excellent opportunity to celebrate the arts. It's also a fundraiser supporting the Marie Yuran Endowment for Cancer Patient Supportive Care, and that is held within the Tanner Medical Foundation. And to continue this conversation, we're very pleased to have Deni Harling right here with us. If you could, Deni, let's chat a bit about the auditions. What do people at home need to know about the upcoming auditions?
Well, for the auditions, we are looking for a youth ensemble ages 10 to 18. Now, we kind of make an executive decision last night. If you had your 9th birthday a long time ago and you had a party, we will accept you as well. But again, 10 to 18, we're looking for people, whether you have experience or no experience on the stage, singing and or dancing. We're looking for you to come to our auditions, which will be held Monday, February 3rd or Tuesday, February 4th. You only have to come to one of them. Okay, you don't have to go to both. You know, when you go to 2-day audition, it becomes nerve-wracking. And I can understand being a kid and being so scared and having all that anxiety. But good news, you don't have to worry about coming to both. You just have to come to one of them. Both of them will be held at 5:30 at Oak Mountain Academy, located at 222 Cross Plains Road in Carrollton, Georgia. As you arrive, of course, you'll fill out our audition form. Of course, our audition form is also available online on www.therealtheater.com. And the good thing about this, you don't have to prepare anything. Nothing vocal, nothing dance-wise. We will teach everything to you. Myself, along with Terry Ducker and Abigail Dawkins. I am looking forward to joining those ladies in this wonderful, wonderful production. But anyway, so for the vocal auditions, of course, we will teach you everything. For the dance auditions, we'll teach you everything. All we ask is to show up, be confident, and have a little fun. And also, I want to throw out there, make sure you bring something to move in. We don't want to see Crocs and everything, because if you trip over and face plant, I can't do nothing about that. I'll make sure you're okay, but I'll try not to laugh. But no promises. However, and as we go through these auditions, again, we're looking for enthusiasm, because this is something to celebrate about, this whole cause. And also, if you got 2 left feet, come on. If you're tone deaf, come on. We want the community involved as much as possible for this amazing production. Also, and this will give opportunities for the auditionees to get solo or duet opportunities. I'm very excited for my duet, and I'm sure Abigail and Terry are too. So this is a huge opportunity just to put kids on the spotlight to perform with one of the 3 of us.
Awesome. That's going to be a great opportunity. I know there are plenty of parents that are just sitting home and they're like, oh my God.
Oh yes.
Our kids are going to love
bring for who you know, family, friends, brothers, sisters, uncles, aunties, please pass the word around. We want a huge turnout for this audition.
Excellent. Well, let's talk a bit about the actual rehearsal process. We'll throw it over to Robin. Robin Hyman, if you could, what will the rehearsal process be like for the participants?
Yeah, absolutely, Josh. So as Deni mentioned, participants who come to auditions and are selected will have the experience to work with not 1, not 2, but 3 wonderful directors. Deni alongside Terry Ducker and Abigail Dawkins. So there will be 8 total rehearsals spanning 2 weeks. The first week, rehearsals will be at Oak Mountain, 222 Cross Plains Roads. And that will be February 10th through the 14th. Then, as many schools have winter break, including Oak Mountain, where I'm at, the 17th through the 21st. The second week of rehearsals will be the 24th through the 26th, and that's going to be at the Depot on Bradley, where we'll be staging the production as well at 455 Bradley Street. So the rehearsals will be intensive. Participants will gain so much from these talented and amazing directors. They will sing, they'll dance, and honestly be so moved and so inspired by the whole process.
Absolutely. And I had a chance to see the Broadway Bradshaws last year as a part of the Real Theater's first season over at the Depot. And it's a great venue. I mean, it's a great setting either for rehearsal, for performance. It's a very good spot. And I mean, kids, you can speak a bit to this. I mean, the importance that a generator of imagination like the world of Disney, what this means to kids, and the importance of narratives, of being brave and courageous and heroic and loving. And I feel like that is such a big part of these kids' universes.
Absolutely. Yeah. Aren't the Bradshaws great, by the way?
Oh,
They're
yeah.
so talented.
Unbelievable.
I mean, we're bringing to Carrollton, when you think Disney, one word that comes to mind is magic. And that's what we're bringing to this community, especially as this, again, is a fundraiser for such a great cause.
It's a much better word. I had Mufasa in my head, so and that doesn't tie around to the theme as much. Magic and imagination, that's a lot better. Robin, thank you so much. This is going to be great. So, and I've had the opportunity to work with Robin before, so I can assure you, at least from, I know these two pretty well. Well, I'm getting to know you. But I mean, I tell you, if you can trust your kids with these folks. They are so nurturing and loving, and will help encourage the best, the best both experience and, of course, the talent that's inside every person. So it's going to be a really cool experience. If we could, let's slide it over to Brandy Carroll. Brandy, let's talk about performances. Yeah. So what can the audience expect?
Well, as Robin said, magic. The performances are going to be at the Depot on Bradley, which is at 455 Bradley Street in Carrollton, Georgia. They are going to be on February 27th and February 28th. That is a Thursday and Friday. Both of those performances are going to be at 7 p.m., so get there early so you can get your autograph signed by all of those wonderful, talented kids. March 1st is going to be a double performance at 2 o'clock and at 7. The cost is only $35, and that is a donation for the Marie Yuran Endowment for Cancer Patient Supportive Care. That is a mouthful, but it's because it is for a wonderful cause. And they can just expect a lot of fun, a lot of magic, maybe less Mufasa and the hyenas is where you were thinking. But that's okay because they're going to get all kinds of other wonderful things with Deni and Terry. And I know that Terry was talking about her duet yesterday. She's very excited about this. I am so excited to see what these kids are going to bring.
It's going to be so cool. You think there won't be Mufasa, but I'm coming off the top rope singing Circle of Life. I'm going to be on a rope. I'm going to come out the corner.
I got your back. Can I be the giggling hyena?
That would be tremendous.
Excellent.
Whoopi Goldberg. That's great. Just make sure there are a lot of mattresses, so if I fall, I don't need to break a rib or anything.
I got your back, Josh. I got your back.
Thank you. Awesome. This is great.
The other thing I think that's really important to note about this is this whole experience for our students is going to be a very camp-style experience. So it's 8 days of rehearsal. And it's going to be a camp style. And so all of the kids are going to come. It's going to be a magical experience. The talented artists, the 5 that we have that are going to be performing and working with them, they're all educators and they're all professional artists themselves. And so they're going to create a magical experience throughout the rehearsal process, utilizing this vehicle of singing and dancing and acting and utilizing Disney as a tool for it. And so we're going to celebrate this journey of cancer that everyone is going through, raising money, utilizing Disney as a tool for celebration to raise money for a wonderful cause. And then the performances themselves are going to be magical as well. And they're going to be relaxed, and it's going to be a camp style as well. And so we're excited for the kids to be involved and for our families that are in the community to come see this. And so at the Depot on Bradley, it is a perfect venue for it because it's going to be relaxed. It's going to be informal. We're going to have food and beverage throughout the event itself.
Perfectly equidistant from every place.
Perfectly
in the county,
equal
right?
distance, exactly. And so it's going to be a fun experience for everyone who's involved.
Great. This is your opportunity to come out and audition. Individuals aged 10 to 18 show up at 5:30 on February 3rd or 4th. You don't have to come to both at the OMA Black Box Theater to come on audition for this opportunity. Of course, you want more information. In the meantime, you can check out therealtheater.com, and you can also check them out on Facebook and Instagram. We're going to go and take our last commercial break, but when we come back, we will wrap up our conversation with the Real Theater team as we chat about the upcoming Broadway celebration, a Disney musical review fundraiser supporting the Marie Yuran Endowment for Cancer Patient Supportive Care held within the Tanner Medical Foundation. Yes, we'll take a minute to hear from our sponsors, Oak Mountain Academy and Tanner Health System.
The Entrepreneur Scholar Journey at Oak Mountain Academy is designed to provide students with a clearly defined curriculum-based track to acquire essential knowledge and skills for success in business and leadership. Critical areas include identifying entrepreneurial characteristics, selecting a value position, and business model development. I'm Patrick Yuran, head of school, inviting you to journey with us on the mountain. For more information, visit us at oakmountain.us. Discover your journey at OMA. Prepare, explore, and achieve.
Consider the Mobius strip. Take a strip of paper, twist it, connect the ends. This connection forms a continuous loop. Seamless, infinite. That's how your healthcare should be too. At Tanner Health, the Mobius is our symbol and our promise, representing our continuum of care and our commitment that the services you need will be here for you always. We're not just changing healthcare, we're redefining it. See more at tanner.org.
And we're back to Community Voice. Today is Tuesday, January 28th. Time is 8:52. We have the Real Theater in studio with us. We only have about 8 minutes left in the program, so if you have any last-minute questions or comments for our lovely guests, feel free to throw in, jump those in the chat, and I'd be happy to read those out to our guest. We have been chatting with Patrick Yuran, Deni Harling, Robin, Hyman, and Brandy Carroll as we chat about the upcoming Broadway celebration, a Disney musical review, fundraiser supporting the Marie Yuran Endowment for Cancer Patient Supportive Care, held within the Tanner Medical Foundation. Be sure to check out the full live stream of this program, which will be on the Facebook page, but you can also check out the audio podcast uploaded to this station's website, as well as gradicommunications.com, so you can get the full story, because your kids, ages 10 to 18, are not going to want to miss the opportunity to audition for this. What a great experience. Go back in the episode to hear the full story. So let's jump back into it. We have mentioned that this is a fundraiser for the Marie Yuran Endowment for Cancer Patient Supportive Care. Patrick, could you tell us a bit more about this endowment and the program it supports?
Yes, absolutely. So about 2.5 years ago, Marie was in a car accident, and that is when we discovered that she had cancer. Prior to that, she had no symptoms at all, and we had no idea. And when that cancer was discovered, it was already stage 4 and non-curable. And so that was quite a shock, as you can imagine. And there are so many lessons over the last 2.5 years that we have learned that we wish that we had known beforehand. And our medical system does a wonderful job of supporting us in every way that they possibly can. But in all honesty, the medical system is set up to treat the disease. And they do the very best that they can in treating the individual, but their primary goal is really to treat the disease. And so this endowment is set up to offer funding to support some of the things that we wish that we had in this process and in this journey, so that we can give back and help support the community. And simple things like, we wish that somebody had said to us, the life that you once had is now over, so that we could have just mourned that a lot faster, because the new life that we have in many ways is much better than the old one that we had before. So it doesn't mean that your life is over. It's just the one that you knew is over, and that makes room for a whole new life. And then also, how do you tell people how to show up for you who want to support you? Because everything is so overwhelming. There are different tools and techniques that you can do, because people don't just go away. And honestly, you don't want them to. You want them to be there for you. And it's okay to not know how to tell people how to show up for you. So here are some things that you can do that offer people on how to show up for you. And little things like when you sit in the infusion center, you're there for half a day. Some of those chairs are really hard and uncomfortable. So we can raise some money and put some comfortable chairs that are in there. So there are all of those little things that we have worked with Tanner to partner in and develop a curriculum and develop a program with. And so all of those little things are going right back into the community. So this endowment will fund the curriculum and those different things that we wish that we had had, that so many of our community will have. So it not only supports the people that have cancer, it supports their support systems and their families. And so it's a wonderful opportunity that we have had with the Tanner Foundation to support globally everyone within the Tanner community and our local community as well.
Excellent. Excellent. Well, if we could, real quickly, let's hear from our guests one more time, because I have a quick question. If we could throw it over to Deni. Deni, what does it mean for to be a part of a production that will help support funds for a cause like this?
You know, last year I actually lost a family member to cancer. So this actually has a little deeper meaning to me, as well as to anybody else who could relate. When Patrick first contacted me about this, and Patrick and I have known each other just for a couple of years, he just seen me on stage and we had passing conversation, which led to this. When he told me about this and told me what was going to entail, I was just elated just to be asked to be a part of this wonderful cause, this wonderful production. And after I had agreed to be a part of this production, I actually sat back and I said, wow, this is, something that I had gone through, losing my family member last year. And it's still a little heavy on me. So this means a great deal just to be a part of a cause that I could say I helped somebody else get through what I had gone through. Because and most people say, and if I could be candid, cancer sucks. Mm-hmm. It does. But to have a community to come together, not only just to be a part of this production, but just to see it would be such a wonderful thing, because we honor those who are battling it. We are honoring those who have battled and lost it. But you never ever know who's going to battle it next. You never ever know. And just to be a part of this, I look forward to this. I cannot wait just to say, hey, we are supporting this endowment and we want you to join us, whether it is in for a fight or just to give a donation, whatever you can, just show the community we are behind this and we are together as one, united.
Well, we actually had a comment come in, because you're an inspiration to a lot of people. Cecilia Alvarez said, Deni, with an exclamation.
Hola, Cecilia.
There it is. I apologize, Robin and Brandy. I misjudged the time. I don't think we'll have a chance to really get to ask you that question before we leave, but I would love it if, Patrick, if you could take us out. We only have about a minute and a half left. If you could leave us with some final thoughts and maybe remind folks where they can audition and where they can find more information.
Absolutely. So the Real Theater is a not-for-profit organization that really focuses on giving back to the community. And this is just one of many things that we support and one of many ways in which we like to give back. It's about instilling a love for the arts for the next generation. It's about supporting local causes like this cancer program. We also raised funds to help support mental health in other areas, and we also supported the Alzheimer's Foundation this past year as well. And so it's a variety of ways. It's a platform that we have to be able to use our talents and our gifts to be able to give back. And so that's what the Real Theater is all about. And this particular one happens to be with education and with Disney. And so we'd love for everyone to get on board and be involved in celebrating our youth through this Disney magical experience that they're going to have. And let's go to www.therealtheater.com and sign up to be a part of this 8-day camp magical experience to help raise money for a worthy cause.
Unbelievable. This is a great opportunity. Like I say, yeah, like we were saying, any kid 10 to 18, you got a song in your heart, you love to dance, you love Disney, don't miss this opportunity. Again, those auditions, 5:30 p.m. on February 3rd and 4th at the Mountain Academy Black Box Theater. Patrick, Deni, Robin, Brandy, thank you all for coming on the show this morning.
Thank you, Josh.
Awesome. Thank you. And thank you to everyone who tuned in at home. We'll see you next time.